Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to today's Cat's Message. If this is your first time here, it's great to have you. If you're returning, it's good to see you again. In today's video, you'll receive my channeled message, plus a page from the Angel Guidance book, and also a card from the Universal Love Oracle Healing deck. Please note that this is a collective group message, so it may not resonate with you today, and that is simply okay. Come back tomorrow where it may be more aligned with what you need to know. So we speak about active listening. I think it's called active listening. And when you look it up, it really is about when someone is sharing to have this interactive and getting clarification. However, I feel that if that's the case and we're butting in or we're stopping someone in their flow, doesn't make them still feel heard. So I really want to speak to you about a skill that I have come up with, which is called respectful listening. So let's get into the message a little bit more and share with you what respectful listening is and how it really can make someone feel heard. All right, respectful listening. Do you have conversations that you walk away not feeling heard? And other conversations you leave feeling frustrated. It could even be angry, because it's just like you walk away and you're going, they butted in. They didn't even listen to what I had to share. And it tends to happen a lot for many people when they're sharing a win or something that they're really proud of. You'll find that the listener tends to come back with something that they're celebrating. And in an essence, for some of you, it may even feel like they want to up you one on it. I don't know if that's the right term, but that's what's coming through. So that can really make you feel like your celebration has just been stomped. And that's not a nice feeling. And why do we do that to someone we care about, which really does confuse me? Are you frustrated because the listener gave you their opinion, butted in, or even decided to take over the conversation and make it all about them? So that now where you were the speaker in the conversation, you're now the listener. And you're left wondering, how did that just happen? Not even sure. But somehow the listener is now the speaker. Why do people do that? And more importantly, the perception that I got to was that people aren't even consciously aware that they're doing that. So when people are, this is happening in a conversation, I honestly, the only thing that can be suggested is that they're either not consciously aware of it, they're not aware that that's what they've just done. And at the end of the day, when we really look at it, we're not taught this stuff. We're not taught how to have conversations. We're not taught how to respectfully listen. These are all the things we need to learn in our adult life, all right? And so these are all the things that I teach, because for me, I feel feeling not heard is so rampant in society. And I believe that may be, compacting to why people feel and struggle emotionally, mentally, is because we just don't feel heard. We don't get acknowledged. We don't get validated. And we get that often through conversation. So is that where we're falling down in that area? Wouldn't it be great if you could have more conversations where the listener listened so you felt heard and respected? And we can even add validated and acknowledged onto that, yeah? Where you're in a conversation, can you imagine being in a conversation? They happen very seldom, for myself included, where the listener didn't offer their opinion. Unless you asked for it, they didn't butt in. They didn't want to give you advice or suggestions. Or they didn't take over your conversation. Or some of them even like to share, if you've shared something you've just experienced or you've had a bad day, they will come back and say that they've had a bad day, but they even tend to top what you've said. Have you felt that? And it's just like, I end up feeling disrespected because it's like, you haven't even taken the time or the consideration into just hearing what I have to share. Yet you've decided that you're now going to be the speaker. And you know what? I'm going to share, I still trip up with this. Absolutely. It is not easy because it's so ingrained that this is the way we have conversations, right? And yet still there are times my husband says, you just cut me off. You just butted in. And it's like, oh, oof. So still my own conscious awareness of doing that, still I trip up. And as I say to people, I am not a robot. And because I don't go by the words of perfect, I'm just not a robot. So of course I am absolutely going to trip up. This is how, how to respectfully listen. This is just some of the tools. Like there's so much more into how to respectfully listen. It even, pertains to your body language, eye contact. There is so much more in this. I've just given you the real obvious ones. So it's really important and it's a beautiful skill. So, is it something that you'd like to learn how to respectfully listen? Because it's a brilliant tool when you do have it, so that you can make people feel heard and moving forward have really deep connected conversations. They're beautiful when you can have those deep connected conversations where you can speak with someone, or speak, I always say with someone, where you are the speaker and you genuinely feel like they are 100% present, they are listening to your every word, and they really are endeavoring to perceive what you're sharing the way you intended it, right? Now, at the end of when I've shared stuff, people may ask for clarification. That's okay. It's like, Kat, is this what you meant when you shared this? That's them wanting to get the understanding and the perception in the way that I intended it. And I do that a lot. I ask for clarification because I want to make sure that I'm not assuming anything, that I am absolutely listening so they feel heard, respectfully listening. And that is why I ask for clarification. I want that person to be 100% assured that I have perceived what they shared with me the way they intended it. And that's really something important. It's very important, and it really does build strong connections. So if it's something that you're interested in learning how to respectfully listen, I'd love for you to write in the comments, interested. Because there may be an upcoming workshop that's going to incorporate how to learn to respectfully listen. So there you go. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far, I'd be so grateful if you would like the video, subscribe to my channel, and also click on the notifications bell so you'll be notified when I upload tomorrow's Cat's Message of the Day. So what does the book have for us today? Lean upon us. So before I read this page, if you want to close your eyes and take a deep breath. We angels are a stable foundation in your life, and you can always count on us to be there for you. When other circumstances seem unpredictable or fluctuate, you can always be sure of our unshakable presence and support. We're dependable because we never forget that divine's caring is always there is. Caring is all there is. Right, wrong way around. We don't waver in our love. Our energy never falters. We always assure that this emotion is present everywhere, so we are eternally peaceful. Lean upon us when you need stability. Know that we're trustworthy friends who stick by you through everything. We love you no matter what. You can count on us. Thought for today. I feel happy in the knowledge that I can always count on divine and my angels, and there may be someone in your close proximity. For they are everywhere that I am, steady, my steady foundation through thick and thin. No matter what, they're always there for me. So this message is for some of you who absolutely have endured not feeling heard, and you currently are feeling that quite strongly, that just no one gets you. No one really hears you. No one really feels you. And it's like you feel like you're speaking to people, but they're still not seeing you. And I say seeing you because it's like you're sharing and you walk away and you just can really feel that you're not heard. You're not having those deep connected conversations where people are really intently listening so they can really respectfully hear you and really, more importantly, perceive you the way you intended it. So that is, for those of you, you know what? If it's not divine or angels, then you're not that way inclined, you're not holistic or spiritual or religious, reach out to me. Let me be that person that you can lean on. Send me an email. My email is in the description. And just say, you know what, Kat, I don't feel heard. That's all you have to write. And allow me to be the respectful listener. For whatever is going on right now in your life, you clearly need to share it and you need to feel heard. Because not feeling heard can cause great loneliness for so many people. I have my own, I'll use the term theory, and it's belief actually more than theory, of why so many people in our society, as well as, that are committing suicide. Yes, they've got mental health, they've got mental illnesses and all of the rest of that. But my question is, what's leading them? What's the cause of all of that? Is partially that they've never felt heard, they don't feel people get them. That's a big thing. And so is that what's lacking, that we're not respectfully listening to those who really need to feel heard? Just planting a seed, and it's food for thought. All right, let me keep moving along. Earth connection. Okay, we had this, I think, yesterday. So it is all about grounding and really taking time out for you and have that connection, that earth connection. Okay, for some of you, it was just channeling through. Some of you who don't feel heard have the ability to actually connect with nature. And it may be that you speak out loud to yourself, which can relieve some of that feeling of not feeling heard. It doesn't necessarily have to be in a human form for someone to listen. It could be that you have your animal that you have a conversation with. I don't believe we should, dismiss anything. Animals are they provide such unconditional love, and sometimes it may be that you just need to blurt something out that you're carrying guilt over, whatever it may be. I don't know why I'm going down this tangent. That just it may feel comfortable enough to speak to the beautiful little fur baby that you have, right? If you don't have a partner or you don't have someone in your close proximity that you trust or you feel comfortable with, it could be that you have your fur baby that you could share, yeah? But we all need someone, and we all, and it's so important, that earth connection. For some of you, it is really time to get out in nature to really find out what's going on with you. And then you may just come to the answer that you just don't feel heard in life, and you may feel isolated and alone. But it's going to take you to go and have that earth connection in order for you to find your truth. That's just what's come out with that. All right, earth connection. Take refuge in Mother Earth, spend time in nature, feel her healing energy, allow her to nurture and heal your body, mind and heart. Breathe her air, feel her beneath your feet, supporting you, feel the deep pounding of her heart. Your concerns soon dissolve and gain a clearer perspective on your life. Let your heart and mind be filled with unconditional love in need of healing as you are nourished by her wise, loving heart. So it really has just reiterated. For those of you, you may need to heal. You may have had a conversation with someone that really had offended you or hurt you by their opinion that they gave, or the fact that they dismissed what you shared with them and it wasn't validated and acknowledged. And sometimes it can make us just feel so isolated and alone. It's like, well, why didn't they just congratulate me? Why didn't they just hear what I had to share and support me in my opinion or my dream or my goal, whatever it is. So it's time to heal from that, because maybe too much focus is on that particular conversation and it's holding you back. And so sometimes when we go out in nature, it really does assist us to heal. And for some of you, it's a beautiful way to do that. So I hope that those of you who may be struggling with maybe that just not being respectfully listened to, not feeling heard, that you can really overcome that. And if any of you are struggling, reach out to me. I've got my email address, and you can go on Facebook. I'm on Insta. I'm on TikTok under my name, Katarina Smiley. So if you really want to find me, follow me, whatever it is, please reach out. I hope that you got something little from today. And I want to thank you for spending your time with me, as I respect your time is valuable. You matter. You matter. You are your most valuable asset. So invest in you. You know, it's not an easy road. However, the journey is worth it. Focus on the outcome. So if you enjoyed today's video, I'd be so grateful if you would like the video, subscribe to my channel, and also click on the notifications bell so you'll be notified when I upload tomorrow's Cat's Message of the day. I'd also really be grateful for any feedback, any comments, as it does get my video out there with all the algorithms. And as you know, that if I've shared in my earlier videos, my mission is to create a ripple effect. And the more people subscribe and like and comment, the algorithms will pick this video up and expose it to more people, a broader scale. So I would be so grateful if you'd like to join me in this mission of causing a great ripple effect to, you know, really raise conscious awareness. It's so for authentic living. So for today, take care.